How do you forgive a man or woman who left you, walked out on your relationship? Well, that's profoundly splitting thought, but I believe it's mostly about dishonesty. Yet, irrespective of betrayal, there's no one in the world who doesn't experience pain. Primarily, one must undergo the experience because it instigates feelings of degradation, dishonor, misunderstanding, and worthlessness in an individual. He experiences a profound sense of rejection and a multitude of accompanying emotions. Firstly, recovery requires time. For a person to heal, it's beneficial to be supported by friends, family, or a spiritual community. Their support helps the individual cope and begin to recover from the painful experience. But as a rule, it is at this very moment that his friends begin to turn away from him, begin to judge him, to condemn him. Finding support can be incredibly hard. We must primarily lean on God for support as recovery from such an event can take time. A significant factor to consider is that when you're dealing with heartache, humiliation, and rejection, it becomes incredibly challenging to navigate. Numerous individuals feel the sting of rejection from their very existence. When such a situation occurs in a relationship, it further reinforces feelings of unworthiness. You constantly feel unworthy, despite your actions. You might find yourself feeling like you can't love or trust anyone again, feeling completely rejected and shattered, uncertain of how to even begin rebuilding. At that point, it becomes incredibly challenging to begin self-investment and personal growth. Firstly, you must begin with yourself and initiate the process of forgiveness. Find the strength within you to offer forgiveness to the individual who betrayed you and exited from your life. Regardless of the circumstances, such as having a child out of wedlock, the situation is inconsequential. I know of cases like this where a woman is left alone with a child. Alternatively, there are numerous challenging scenarios in life when a person is left feeling devastated. But we need to find the strength to forgive. And for your own sake, I guess, do it so that it's just easier for you to move on with your life and not carry around that resentment. Yes, it's such a spiritual, strong bond that if we haven't forgiven this person who has caused us this wound, it's as if we are bound. Avoid harboring a deep spiritual resentment towards this individual. The scriptural teaching in Hebrews 12-15 cautions against allowing bitterness to take root in your heart. Often, during my visits to the hospital where cancer patients were treated, I observed that many people harbored feelings of unforgiveness. Indeed, I've had conversations with individuals who emphatically declared to me, "I refuse to forgive. I will never, ever grant forgiveness." And this very bitter root inside the heart of a person, this unforgiveness can affect the whole life. We must decide if we desire a liberated and healthy life, since living in a state of not forgiving impedes that. God forgave us. He told us to forgive. No matter how this person hurt you, no matter how he betrayed you, no matter what kind of cruelty happened, it is important our state of heart to come to peace with God in the first place and forgive this person. Thus, we sever ties and release that individual.